What's up guys, it's Kara here. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and let's get into the video. Well, today I'm going to be talking about my goals for 2021, kind of relating to everything, but I think a couple of them are cool if you want to add them to your list, even though 2020's already gotten into, but 13 days is hardly anything. For 2020, one of my goals was, it's called my jar. It's a jar that you write, or I put it in just in my notes app, so it's kind of always there. And I put it in there, and each week, after each week, I would put something good that had happened. So when you go back, you can look and see all of the good things that have happened. And honestly, I only did it for half the year, and this year I'm gonna try to do it for the whole year. I mean, 2020 just got a little weird towards the middle of it, or all of it was a little weird. But that there's also different types of lists that you can do, not just like a my jar. You can do maybe a prayer list that you can start, just different things. There's also different apps, like the 1 Second app. I don't even know if that's the name. It's called 1 Second Every Day. That might not be the name of it, but you should look that up in the App Store, and you can either do 1 second of your life, or maybe just your face, and it can show your face changing as you grow or get older. And so I'm planning on doing that. Like I'm doing right now, I'm doing a social media detox for about 30 days, or it's a 30-day thing. And you journal through that, or whatever you want to do for the 30 days. And it can also be beneficial, especially with how Instagram and all is getting nowadays. Personal goals for me, I want to read the Bible about 3 times this year. And maybe not read, I'm thinking, I heard this on the Gilmore Girls, it's just a known thing, but the first time you test food, it's to get acclimated to the taste. The second time to oh, well, this is soup. And the third time to decide if you like it or whatever. So that's kind of what that's not exactly what I'm doing with the Bible, but I was thinking maybe listen to it once, read through it once, and then the third time maybe write notes or something beside it. Usually I have a margin in my newer Bible that I can write stuff in, but just going through different things the third time, I don't know, the 3 times I read it. But I also want to start reading more books, because I think it would be cool to casually throw in a quote or make a reference, Yeah. Or maybe watch some more educational videos on YouTube or Netflix. They have a few cool documentaries. I'm not sure about that one yet, but all work in progress. Of course, there's going to the gym, blah blah blah. I do want to try my best in school. Okay, my school though, it's decent. I think I want I don't know, if I was in person I would definitely care more, but now I just wake up, go to sleep, wake up, and so I gotta work on that more. I'm not turning things in late necessarily, but I'm waiting until last minute to do them, which a plan is a plan. That my plan is to do it a couple hours before, maybe, or less. But it just, if I do things ahead of time and actually understand the material instead of looking it up, guessing, And I also want to get a skateboard. I want that aesthetic for me. I started this board on Pinterest. You're welcome to go look me up at Kara Lamonis, or yeah, I think that's it. But I started this board, and there's not much on it yet, but just this aesthetic, I think it's so cool. The other day I dressed kind of like a skateboard person. Not really. Obviously I'm not in it yet if I just called it a skateboard person. And of course, YouTube is a goal of mine. I want to have maybe 500 to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I really need to start working on that growth. But once you hit like a steady amount of following, then it should like exponentially or just like continuously grow, because like the more people that watch, the more people that will eventually see your videos, and just kind of like a cycle from there. And so just growing in that area. I don't really know. This is kind of weird, but I really want to start a podcast, like Wednesdays with Kara. And it totally might not be like an actual thing that happens maybe this year or at all, but I want to look into that stuff, especially since I just got new like mics and all. I don't know why I had to get louder, but like I think I have maybe not the best equipment, but the appropriate equipment to start something like that. And I'm doing these videos anyways, might as well do like a podcast. But of course you have to have more like of a topic. I feel like YouTube, you also have to have like an idea of where you're going, but podcast, in my opinion, you would have to like prepare for more, because it's literally just you talking. You don't have like the visual aspects of everything. So, but I also want to be posting at least one video a week, up to like 3 or 4, but you know, the goal is a steady one a week, maybe 2 a week, but it just depends. I don't really know how everything's gonna be going down in a few weeks, months, all that. And just to make things fun, I'm gonna read part of my jar, and I encourage you guys to just take this year and like take what you learned from yourself last year, what you wanted to improve, maybe what you didn't improve, and focus that towards your goals from this year. So apparently I only did 25 weeks, which honestly, it sounds like a decent amount. It's like half my year, but it just, when you only have like a few sentences per week, it's kind of short. It's cute in here. I talked about getting my chickens when I went through my pen pal phase. There's this app called Slowly where you would write to people as if it was a real letter, and then you would like send it, but it was literally an email. But then it would take like 2 days to get there, and then like 2 days for it to come back if they sent you one back. It's just like an actual letter writing process, just over the phone. You could like pay for fancy stamps and all. It's pretty neat. There's this one, like, found my computer with some gems of Jessica and I and other people, of course. Just like that computer, there's so many funny things on there. It was Jessica's my best friend, and we had a literal movie from when we were like 8 on there. We like had an entire movie that it was edited, like the direction, the props, all the things. I wore a literal wig. Yeah. A lot about me like growing closer with God in here, which I think is cute. There's one in here where I got the app Heyday. It's actually a really fun app, but I haven't been on it in a while. Just, I don't know, went through a phase with it. Tips for the jar. If you ever are behind, just go to your photos and like look at your photos from that week. If you possibly on the Photos app on iPhone or whatever, but I know on Google Photos, if you like type the date that you want in, you can just count the weeks from your calendar, then you'll be able to see all the photos from that week, or the dates. So you can essentially go through and be like, oh, well, I went to the fair this week, and then just write it in your jar, like, hey, I went to the fair, I was with blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's just, I did that a couple times, I think, just to catch up. I think it's cute. Those are my main goals for this year, I think. I'm sure there's others. Always growing, guys, always growing. But I hope that you guys have some goals of your own that you have made for this year, and if you want to let me know, like, down in the comments below, like, what your goals are and all, feel free to do so. Here, I'll respond to all of them. Yeah. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye!